Hello everyone, I'm Sirisha Akurati. I'm pursuing Master of Information Technology in Deakin University, Burwood. So this video is about discussing about the task bank program, which is task number 8.1. So in this task, we're going to see how the program goes and what are the key concepts of object-oriented programming included in it, including how the output is going to work and everything. So this is program.cs file. Here we have a menu which is actually the entrance of the application, and it contains the main logic of the program including the loop, and it calls various methods as well. This is the main program, and here we have a read user option method. In the read user option method, we're gonna call different kinds of menu options, which is deposit, withdraw, transfer, print, to print the transaction history and quitting the application. So based upon the input received by the user, we're going to get all the details of it. So next one is the bank program. So in the bank program, it represents a bank and it manages the accounts as well as the transactions. So we can see the account, add account here, and the print transaction methods. So add account adds the account to the bank. Print transaction history prints the transaction history of the bank. Get account method retrieves an account based on the account name. So execute transaction executes a transaction and adds it to the bank's transaction history, whereas rollback transaction rolls back a transaction and adds it to the transaction history as well. So the transactions have a list over here, and the account is also having a list over here. Anything which is performed here will get back to the list which are mentioned above. The next one is the account class. In the account class, we have again the bank account will be represented, and in the account class we have different methods to deposit, withdraw, and print. So deposit method takes the decimal amount and deposits it to the account which is mentioned in the output. Similarly, withdraw method subtracts an amount from the account balance and adds it to the account which we mentioned. Similarly, print account prints the details of the account. After that, we gonna look into transaction.cs. So the transaction.cs has again the same methods, which are print, execute, and rollback. So abstract class transaction, because the transaction is the main account from which we will derive transfer transaction, withdraw transaction, and deposit transaction. So in the abstract class, we have execute option, execute method, which marks the transaction as executed or not. And the rollback method also performs execute and deposits, rolls back a deposit transaction. The print method prints the details of deposit transaction as well as withdraw transaction. So basically, whether it can be a deposit transaction or withdraw transaction, this is going to be either executed, rollback, or print. So coming to transfer deposit transaction, it represents only a deposit transaction. Similarly, we have execute, rollback, and print methods, and depending upon the success of the transaction, it either executes, rolls back, or prints the account status. Coming to the withdraw status, withdraw.cs, again we have the methods execute, rollback, and print. Based upon the status of the account, it either executes, rollback, or prints. The last one is the transfer transaction, which actually transfers the amount from one account to the another. It is also abstracted from the transaction.cs. It contains execute, rollback, and print methods. So in the transfer transaction, it executes a transfer transaction between two accounts, rolls back if the account is transaction becomes unsuccessful or either contains a low balance, and prints if the withdraw or deposit is successful. Here we have different object-oriented principles in the program. So firstly, we have to discuss about encapsulation. For example, the account class, it represents the encapsulation account related functionality, and the transaction class encapsulates the generic transaction behavior. Also, inheritance. It is used to create specialized transaction types such as deposit transaction, transfer transaction, or withdraw transaction. Polymorphism can be seen for the methods execute, rollback, and print, because they are common in deposit transaction, transfer transaction, and withdraw transaction. So all these methods are overridden and are used for the same. Next one is the abstraction. Here, transaction class is described as abstract class here. It serves for all types of transaction and provides a common interface for the derived classes deposit, withdraw, and transfer. There is one more method, composition. Again, the transfer transaction class composes two other transactions, withdraw and deposit, to achieve this functionality. Also, the code readability and maintainability enhances the program by promoting a structured design. Now let us look at to the output. So this is how the output look like. We have 7 menu options, which is creating new account, depositing, withdraw, transfer, print, and printing the transaction history. The last option is to quit. So for creating a new account, let us choose the option number 1. So the name of my new account will be this. The starting balance could be this. So let us now print the account. So the account name will be the same. Here we can see the balance of the account. Next, the deposit method. So we have selected option number 2. So account number will be something new. So since we have no account with the name Prash, the comment came upon as no account found with the name Prash. So again we are going to create one more new account, that is Prash. The starting balance of my account will be 3000. So we will perform the deposit transaction now. Selecting option number 2, we entered the account name, entered the amount to deposit, that is 100. Again we are going to print the account balance. So the account balance is now 3100 rupees. Next one is to withdraw. This will be withdrawing from my account, so the amount will be 200. So we are going to print. Yeah, the balance of my account is 2000. Next one is to transfer. Account name, amount will be 100. Let us now print the transaction history of all these transactions. So here you can see all the transaction details, list of transactions, deposit transaction details, and everything is seen here: withdraw transaction, transfer transaction, and everything. So that this is how the program works, and by quitting the program, we can see the program has been quit. So this program covers all the concepts of object-oriented programming, including encapsulation, polymorphism, abstraction, and composition. And if you have any doubts, feel free to contact me. Thank you.